Hello again, welcome back to my shed. Today I have some cool stuff that I got in the mail. We have more boxes. It's always a good day when you get all sorts of boxes delivered. So for some time I had been using this case that I got on Amazon. It's like a big version of a Pelican case. It's not a Pelican, I think it's some Chinese knockoff brand, I have no idea. But this is where I keep my moving headlights in, and it's just a big, heavy case. If you've seen my other videos, it's just a bitch to move around. So these things here are the actual cases for the Shehds moving wash lights. And I'm gonna unbox these things, and I wanna just see how good they are. I feel like this would be a good unboxing video, and also maybe comparison to some of the other ProX cases that I have. I know ProX isn't necessarily the best case manufacturer in the industry, but they definitely make some really good cases, and I've enjoyed all of the ProX stuff that I have. I've already cut this one open. This is like cool. It's the, I don't know if you can see that, it's like the hex pattern, so it'll kind of match my other stuff. It's got a black trim. But these are on the Shehds website. If you're buying Shehds lights, they have a selection in the like options menu where you can choose the number of lights you're getting and also the cases for them, and like if you want to get the lights with the case right off the bat. Let's get this thing out and see what we're looking at. These are pretty heavy. I think the combined weight of two of these is gonna be actually maybe more than that plastic case that I have, but we'll see. There we go. Get some interestingly stained plywood on the bottom. Looks like some good threaded inserts for the casters, so we're gonna have to put the casters on. But that's expected. Most of the time when you get a case, you gotta put casters on yourself. Let's get this off of here. There we go. Boom. So I don't love the big Shehds logo on the side, but that's okay. If I want it off, I can probably get that off. It looks like just screen printed. Looks like it's just screen printed on there. Maybe I can get that off if I don't want to display their logo on the case. So far, so good. I like the finish. The finish is looking cool. I don't love the logo, but oh well. The latches. So on my ProX cases, the cool thing is that when you open the latches, they spring open. These ones don't appear to spring open, but it's not a huge deal. We'll see how far they come. Some of them like really flip down. Okay, so you can flip them down if you want. Not the end of the world. So these things were, I think, like 300 bucks a piece. So not super cheap, but, and there we go. So we have, let's get this mic out of here. So we have a nice middle compartment for like some cables or something like that, and two pockets for the lights. So I'm gonna get this case out and get it on the floor and get some lights out of it, and you can watch me you can watch me struggle with this thing because it'll be very apparent on why I chose to get two smaller cases that are gonna hold two lights each, and ideally that'll make my life a lot easier. So let's get this case out. This thing is just ungodly heavy, and it's only got two wheels, so you have to do this, which is fine, I guess, but it's just a lot. It does fit all four lights though. So let's get this opened up. Also, the lid doesn't stay at 90 degrees when you open it. It just flops all the way out to flat. So it's just heavy. Just heavy. Okay, sick. Here we go. We have 4 lights, 4 sheds, moving zoom washes in this case, and ideally having 2 of these is gonna be better. Yeah, this is definitely how you're supposed to do it. Okay, so beam down and they drop right in. So there. I don't think we're getting a clamp here. I think there's no room. So you definitely have to take the quarter turns off for these, which is kind of a bummer, but I do ground stack some of these anyways, so at least I don't have to always put the clamps, but it looks like this is a good spot to store the clamps as well, so not a huge deal. Kind of weird to get your fingers in here to get them out, but I guess you can kind of just grab it. They're not that heavy, so you can kind of just grab them and then get your fingers under the handles. So that's looking pretty good. So I'm gonna get the casters put on this guy, and we'll get two lights in here, and we'll see if I can pick this up by myself. It's probably gonna be heavy, but these do have the caster cups on top, so you can stack 2 of these vertically, which if you see the size of this thing, I mean, even when it's closed, it's really long and awkward, and I think it's gonna be easier for me to tuck 2 of these in the trailer stacked up on top of each other. It's just gonna make life so much easier for me to get these in the trailer for one, and then also get them packed in the trailer, you know, Tetrised in there nicely so that they all fit. We'll see how good or bad the casters are. Cool, so we get 2 non-locking casters, and we get 2 locking casters. These look like 3-inch casters, so nothing too big, but I do think that 3-inch casters for these small cases are gonna be plenty. So you get your 4 casters, your bag of bolts. I will say that the nice thing about having the black cases with the black trim is when these are empty, they're gonna make great stands for these lights on stage. I'll be able to put the lights on them when they're regular, or I can upend them like this, get a little more height, and then I can ground stack some lights on stage and be a little creative on my light placement without having the silver edges stand out on stage. It's probably another reason I'm gonna get these logos off, because I don't want Shehds to be on the stage. There we go. Let's flip this guy on its wheels. My first impressions of the build quality is pretty good. They came from China most likely, so in shipping or somewhere there's a few little dings and scratches and things like that, but nothing too bad overall. It looks cool. It's got this honeycomb finish, sort of this little bit of a shine to it. Makes it look pretty nice. And for 300 bucks for the case, it's probably worth it. It's a little bit more than 1 light fixture, so you know, you're spending basically another whole light and then some worth of money to protect 2 lights. But I think that for me, it's better than this. This was great, but I think this will be better. I might repurpose this for something else that isn't quite as heavy as 4 of these lights, so maybe the case makes a little more sense. Not quite sure, maybe I'll sell it, but either way, for this case was about $300, so at the time it made sense for me to get 1 of these cases to store 4 of these lights instead of 2 of these cases for twice the money. But I think looking back now, I should have maybe started with this. But either way, I think that this will get the job done. All right, so I have 2 cases here. One of them is full of lights, the other one's empty and locked into place. I'm gonna see if I can lift the one with lights up and get it on top of the other one by myself. And I think I can do it. This doesn't feel too bad. I feel like this is gonna be like 60, 70 pounds maybe. You can look up those numbers by yourselves. Just lift with my legs. There we go. Getting the wheels straightened out, I think, will be the biggest challenge to do by yourself. I did see somebody do a trick the other day, and they had the wheels, they rolled the wheels one direction and got them to stay. There we go. Only a little dangerous. No, that seriously wasn't too bad. Seriously wasn't too bad to do this by myself. I feel like one person, most people would be able to do this. Obviously be careful with the wheels. Watch out for the case tipping over. All right, I'm gonna show you this one more time. And I actually saw somebody do this the other day where they rolled these wheels across the top. They rolled one set of wheels into place, and it made stacking cases like this a lot easier. So check this out, right? So you got your case on the ground. Boom, I'm rolling it up to position. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set it on top so 2 of the wheels land here, and I'm gonna roll those wheels into these cups. Watch this. So I'm gonna set it down, I'm gonna roll, boom. Now I can just lift the one end, spin my other wheels into place. And that was much easier than the first time that I tried to do this. So if you're doing this with a partner or by yourself, maybe next time try that out if you didn't know about that trick already. I just learned it this week, so there you go. Thanks for stopping by the channel. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope to do some more videos for the live sound stuff and lighting and audio stuff like that for the live world. Now that summer is here, super excited. I'm ready to be outside and doing shows outside instead of inside. So I hope to bring you some more videos on the rest of my rig and the developments I make. So let me know if you want to see videos about any more of my stuff down in the comments. I have these Shehds lights, I have their PAR lights, I have some other panels from them. I have the RCF line array rig. I hope to do a video on that soon. I just got one of their subwoofers last year, so we could do a video on that. But anyways, let me know about any other videos or questions or comments you have in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.